What to do, world? But oh, what's going on, family? It's a beautiful day with the neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Do you love thy neighbor? If the devil was knocking. Do you love thy neighbor? If the neighbor was thy devil. Jews and Gentiles alike. Esau on the seesaw. Ain't no more hee-haw. There's a lot of stuff going on. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the beautiful people out there. Good energy. Enjoy your day. Not letting nothing get you down. Stay locked in. Stay focused. Yeah, it's always crazy. It's always going on. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, God is in control. So, can't be frightened of things. Leave them in those high hands. It's the best way to go. Anyways. So, man, I've been traveling all over the world. But, going on Texas. I'm here in Texas. I was in New Orleans. Now I'm here in Texas. So, whoever got it going on in Texas, I'll let you. But, my, how times have changed. my, how times have changed. I was just on, well, I wasn't on it, but it was close to Mexico border and America and all that stuff. Right in the Gulf of Mexico. That is some beautiful water over there. So, if I wouldn't have messed myself up in Miami, I had a great time in Miami. I'd deal with the repercussions of it. But yeah, I'd have been on a jet ski. I'd have been on whatever out there. So, but no, I enjoyed myself out here. It's not that bad. My skin is peeling though. Definitely. So, take care of yourselves out there. Stay hydrated. It's easy to not realize how thirsty and dehydrated you are. So, make sure you get you some Wawa. Don't nobody want to talk to nobody with no dry ass mouth. Your mouth start drying up. Y'all did that. Oh man, I can't even talk today. But talking to somebody with some dry ass lips. Like, only them lips can start a forest fire. Ashy bare knuckles. Right, dried out caterpillar. Stay hydrated out here though. When I'm over here talking. I'm in a good mood. It's a good day today, Friday. Yeah. It's a good day. But yeah, my, how times have changed. So, you got A lot of people don't like Serbia anymore. Like, I'm not gonna take it. Oh, man. Yeah, the racism, a lot of other racism starting to come out now. Fake racism. Yeah, they're definitely doing the damn thing. Can't worry about nobody. But you see it, though. That's the difference. Be able to see it. People don't know how to act right now. And it's hot. And it's stinking and hungry. I don't feel like working. You know, we used to work in the cotton fields. It was hot too. It was real hot. Yeah. And getting whooped. Remember that? Throwing salt in the wound and all type of stuff y'all was doing. That was real. That was real talk. Yeah, that was real. That was real. Y'all said we needed to be humble, but deal with it, take it, shut up. Grab somebody. But I'm just tripping because I just drove past like somebody was just like looking like they just couldn't take it up. Like it was just so excruciatingly hot. Like they were just out here trying to work, get that money. They gotta do what they gotta do because Sarah's not gonna allow you to come in here and get any of this cookie without the bills paid, Dan. But no, he looked like he was just suffering. Like, oh, so that's what suffering looks like for y'all? Y'all like, it ain't that damn hot. Ain't nothing but a 99 piece. The way he was laid out was like, come hither, like it was just like a damsel in distress. Like, somebody come rescue me. See, I be having songs in my head all day, every day, just think about stuff like that. But, the amount of like bitching and complaining, the amount of bitching and complaining at this point is at a excruciatingly all-time high, and it's only really been 4 fucking years. It's not 400. Y'all got some growing up to do. You're only a toddler. You'll be all right. You know, just sit on the bot and squat. I know it's constipated in here. Hey. Yep. Accidente. But, yeah. There's a lot of people that ain't trying to work. They don't want to do no heavy lifting. Even then, it's like you don't want to do that work, but you don't even want to get smart either. You're just a whole old ass, dumb ass that just can't get right and don't want to get right. Whose fault is that? Everybody get what you deserve. You get what you deserve. You work hard for it. You get what you deserve. Only one day you're gonna learn your lesson. Keeps knocking on your door, ends up on your shit list. Yeah, I've been trying to scrape up some of the Olympics. I'm trying to watch it a little bit more. And not as much. I need to catch up. So, but I mean, I know for sure I've seen the little trans thing, which is crazy. Should they be a part of like the Special Olympics or something? I don't know. Like that's just, if you don't want to be on one side, you already like, you got to be banned from the other side now at this point. Like, it's not even okay. It's not even okay. Like, how did this even be accessible to be able to be possible? You know, and then it's just been perpetuated at this point now. It's been perpetuated from the get-go, from the moment it was planned out. All this shit was planned out. Nice scam going on for one, but trans women should not be fighting biological women. I'll say that again, and I'll stand by that, and these are my fucking words. Should no tranny of no size, no race be competing in biological women sports, athletics in that capacity where your physical attributes have to be used in that capacity like that. No. Now, a game of chess? Sure. Table tennis? Yeah. Boxing? Nigga. Did you just see old dude just like punch the shit out of old girl? She just like, nah, I'm not finna fucking fight no more. After 45 seconds, nah, I'm not. She was like, nah. She knew all there ain't something right, ain't nothing right about that. Now I'm quite sure, yeah. There's a lot of women out here who can knock a guy out, you know. Yeah, you know. But on a massive scale, come on now. There's 10 million more women there's 10 million more women in America than men. And shalom, beloved sister. For real, I agree. It's crazy. It's horrible. There's 10 million more women in America than men. And even at the end of the day, like, even that extra 10 million more women still wouldn't kick the ass of all the other men that's in it. Like, that's stupid. So for them to allow it, and they just already allowed it even from the opening ceremony with the whole like disrespect of like the Last Supper. You know, it's interesting because it's like, you know, it's like been a whole year of like beef and war. Like Tranny's got some beef with Jesus. Oh my god. It's funny. But no, no way that should have ever been slid. Period. Point blank. Even when Clarissa Shields, who's the GOAT, shout out, heavyweight champion. I watch boxing. I watch all the sports. I just love it. I'm a big fan. Even her, she can knock out she can knock some dudes out. She did it. Dudes ain't even allowed to tell it. They offer witness protection. They can't come back to the Flint no more. You know? So it is what it is. But lo and behold, I mean, there's footage of her, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not always the physical case. And you're putting it in Olympic format where you got these people actually like competing. These people's lives is on the line. A grown man and another grown man can hit another dude and kill him in the ring. He could have popped her in the like whatever right then and there. Nah, that ain't okay. Period. I'm not gonna rock with that. I just saw the video, so that's why I'm just like, yeah, no. And how that even was to be able to be skated by. Look at what's gonna happen in the next 12 years. The next Olympics is most likely supposed to be in California, America, throughout the North Americas, and you got the World Cup coming up, and you got California land of the fruits and nuts. So you're gonna have a whole smorgasbord of stuff trying to go on out there, you know, and fanning and campaigning for it. So it's just not a sexy look right now, you know. But you know, I don't want that to be the overshadowing case about it because I love athletics, you know, athletics is so important in on a worldly scale. So I appreciate the Olympics. It just got perverse by so many. It just got corporatized. You know, they don't make that shit fun no more. At the end of the day, like you sit here and we try to, you know, I like Allison Felix on her. Yeah, I remember seeing her. I was there when I ran with her. I didn't run with her, but I saw her run at the CIF track and field. You know, being back in California a long time. She burned up. She burned up. I'm talking about Duck Dynasty Crispy burnt. You know, so to see her like be a decorated athlete, it's like, what the hell was you doing? But God takes us in a mysterious. Most of God takes us in a whole different way. You know, it's like he will let you fulfill your purpose, but allow you to see others' purpose as well. You know, because like she's brought in like this whole like the mom thing with the association with the campers and stuff like that for the moms that are in the Olympics. You know, and that's beautiful. That's special. I love things like that. And she's always had a solid, always had, grace about her, and on and off the track. So it's like, shout out to a lot of the women that are just really doing a lot of great things right now. And not being weaponized. That's the thing. Like, I want women to be able to be more conscientious of the fact that, these guys are used and can get easily hypnotized and manipulated to be able to be weaponized for stuff. So, and men see this stuff. And sometimes, like, I don't want to listen to no man. Yeah, that man looking out for you. That man is looking out for you. He care enough about you to give you his legacy, to give you his, you know what I'm saying? He care enough about you to, at the end of the day, it's a good time that we're living in, that things are going good for us. Shalom, everybody. And it's just exciting. I know that people about to be back in school. These kids is out here having a blast of a time. I know I've been acting like a toddler out here. I've been rolling around all in the sand and everything. I need to quit doing that though. I'm turning into a merman. I got scales and I got gills. I got night vision goggles and see everything all at nighttime. Yeah. Can I see my chat? I can see it, but can I see it? Y'all can hear me and see me good? So I put that link in there. That link allows you to be invited. So y'all all more than welcome to join my conversation. Let me sit here and talk to myself. The weather's tripping. Oh, it's crazy because like everywhere I've left, like I went to the locations and like some happened after the fact. Like I said, I was in Boynton Beach, Florida. There was like crazy accident happened. So just a bunch of little stuff like that. And I walked the beach. Now they're like preparing for like this big old wave to come in now. It was a big last night. Oh yeah, it was. That was hard. That was the Conqueror beat. He sent it to me. So as soon as I'm able to sit down. But what's dope though is that we can be able to have like sessions for all the songs, and like those can be recorded and have them screen shared and actually make beats like this as we're driving, and to be able, as I'm driving or as I'm sitting down at the computer or whatever. I just have it mobile now that I can look at it now. Before I didn't. I was trying to figure that out, but I figured it out now. So voila, I'm here. Yeah, I could have been doing this. But, I've been seeing so much. I promise y'all, I've been seeing so much. And I might as well just let y'all see what I see too. trying to go between screens and actually see what I see. Let's look back at it. But no, yeah, football is well with everybody. But yeah, I was tripping about that on the Olympics and stuff like that. I was tripping about stuff like that. I watched another video about hecklers. People always want to try to heckle you now. Like even now today, like people want to interrupt you. Don't even know that they don't even know why they doing it. They're just doing it because they just thought it was. It's so trendy people now. People would do anything to just not be authentic, just to avoid being their original self, and then tell you they a real one, and then tell you they're a real one. I don't know why I can't see it. I see it, but I don't see it. Anyways, but yeah, I'm out here in Texas. What they doing big in Texas? I had some etouffee up in New Orleans. I try to eat like majority of the food that's in the locations where, you know, they have, you know, and I might not eat at like the spot that everybody go to. I don't know. You know, I might try something that ain't on the map. You know, but, you know, I definitely have been to a lot of places. I know a lot of people be looking at me like, he looks like an undercover boss. You know, so, which is dope. You know, I have just this mystique everywhere I go. People just be stopped. Man, it's. I promise you, I can hit on the old ladies all the time. It's hilarious. The senora, the senora, little short little thing. You know, she whistled at me. And it happened a couple times. I'm humble about it. I appreciate it. Over a lot to my lady. So, yeah. I'll be in Houston too. I'll be in Houston. All the whole little region. So I'll be in Texas for quite some time. At least I know until late September. I'm gonna be on the road working like for the rest of the duration, whatever like that, obviously. But, you know, I literally am out of a suitcase. I'm living out of a suitcase, which is fine. I literally have been to every nook and cranny of this country. Every nook and cranny. It's woo! You know how many cars I've seen where they had to go outside and had to change their tires? They are going through it right now. They're having no fun. He's already burnt hot dog already. They're not having no fun. I will be out there, Sister Chosen One. I will be out there. You should have, everybody should have my contact. Hopefully. I would think. I can make the screen larger. It's just where I can, then I would take mine out. See. Which I don't need that. You're from Houston. Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten that way. I haven't been there in a long time, so I'm quite sure it's definitely changed. It's gotten gentrified. I mean, obviously, I'm from Southern California. Yeah. So it to be able to see all these different places and witness the transformation and the changes. You know, gentrification is just, whew, you know. But it's like we have such an opportunity to do this, you know, like actually, you know, aggregate our resources together instead of putting them in dumb stuff. You know, even the people that are the facilitators of a lot of like prestigious professional jobs in around America, you know, they're the gatekeepers to a lot of the money that could have, you know, actually made a lot of this possible. So, you know, I don't know how it looks, but I know when I go there and I see it, it's like, oh man, what the hell happens? Like, you know, like I went to New Orleans. Okay, you know, what about Atlanta? What about Miami? What about LA? You know, like all these different places. It's like, what the hell are we doing, folks? It's like, that's a humongous burn. I'm such off of the plate. I'm such off of the plate. Squirrel, you know, but it's Houston. I remember they had the major washout, and it was a documentary, and I was watching it like a bunch of other. It wasn't our people. I don't remember seeing. They probably had one token. I gotta watch the video again, but I know that when I was looking at it, the majority of the people's houses that like got flooded out was them. It was 83. You know, and they the ones that got stuck in the flood zones where, you know, they didn't incentivize or they didn't, you know, add it into the conversation for insurance, you know, to be able to cover yourself. Like you know that you live in a location where things are bad like that. You got to be able to be smart. But not everybody can afford it, you know. People, you know, like I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances, you know. And after the itsy bitsy spider then washed them down, came the rain and washed them out. You know, it's like, oh, now I want to sit here and bitch and moan and look ugly on TV, you know, and hope that somebody can throw some of them American dollars their way. This Monopoly board is so amazing because it's whoever thought they had the hot hands on the dice. They are so pissed off. They cannot enjoy themselves not one bit. Wherever they go, they can't enjoy themselves. I'm seeing busted tires, buses on the side of the road, to where everybody got to get out. There wasn't in a movie that was get on the bus, get on the bus. It was they were on their way to the Million Man March. Phenomenal movie. Who was that? Spike Lee, wasn't it? Yeah, but I remember that. I remember life. I remember white Tony Pies. I remember driving through Joplin, Missouri, and experiencing that with my mama. Walking right in there, I was like, "Mama, we ain't finna get no damn food here. Look, liable to spit in our shit, you know." So I was like, "No." She's like, "I'm hungry." I'm like, "No, we'll go down. There's plenty other places than we'll be here, you know." And people made us feel unwelcome and uncomfortable. No. The damn sure ain't even coming want to support none of y'all businesses and all like that. And lo and behold, I drive past all these little towns and cities now, all empty. Just a whistling of the wind. What's that? Wow, wow. They be tripping though. They don't even want to stack no Pampers at the. They don't even want to stack no Pampers at the Walmart. They just kicking baby Pampers. Like, what did that baby's? What did the baby Pampers have to do? What did they do to you? You lucky somebody had a baby for you. You had a bill. You know what I mean? They have to make some money to pay the bills. So, but just the amount of whining and complaining. It's hysterical. I don't even allow them to look in my eyes. I protect my eye gaze. I protect my ear gaze. Like they my angel and demon, they work together. I'm able to hear everything they say. Even from a great distance with my powers. But it's I'll be hearing them just bumbling and murmuring. It's phenomenal the amount of stupidity that they go through, and they're so occupied. Like you can look at everybody. I see so many people with the little back dots for the diabetes. Like you're in there, and you're pushing the car or in the car, but all Mountain Dew, all sugars and snacks. It's crazy. Like you have to walk through these aisles of extreme temptation of sodium and sugar. Like it's a battle between sodium and sugar. Over your attention span. All the different little bells and whistles and zingers and how you're gonna, eat this stuff. You gotta sit there and decide, like, man. But it's just interesting that all that happens. Yeah. I'm not tripping. Y'all did a lot to us. And all these other people that took the bag too, and they just like, they still feel like they are on a gravy train, of white supremacy. And now it's like everybody else getting exposed for all of the dirt that they was doing before. And most are still just like, well, this is the way they go. This is the way love goes. It's like, y'all gonna find out that when y'all ride something into the ground and y'all back a special type of animal in a corner like that. Yeah. And out of all this time, ain't nobody going upside your head. And I think what y'all scared about is all that retribution. Y'all done let this whole big old tsunami wave pick on up. Just like I said, like all this weather is coming in on all y'all. Everywhere I've gone, everywhere I've left, something's happened. Now it's like Miami about to get smacked. Like, all right. I just left Atlanta. They just got smacked. New Orleans. Texas right in the Gulf of Mexico, which is beautiful. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine seeing that all like oil-stricken field. And I'd have been out of here. I'd have seen it. And when you think about things like that, and then when you actually see Mother Nature and Mother Rock, you're out here in the Holy Spirit, just like all the elements just with you, and you just look like, man, you just mesmerized. You just speechless. I was speechless, And I've been a lot of places, but it's like when you're next to that water, and it's just such a beautiful life force. It's the life force of this whole thing, and how minute we are in the grand scheme of all of this, and how our ego has become our amigo, and we think we just the biggest, baddest thing smoking. And I just appreciate those humble moments and lessons. Because like our greed is what has destroyed everything, and we still don't get that. We still ain't getting it, Being able to like refrain and pull back on a lot of the uses of stuff that we do and use. Like sure, I wanted to go out on the jet ski, but could I have saved a little money? Yeah, and I did. Could I have protected the wildlife out there? Those fish got caught up in the jet ski that broke it, and now I got to pay for that jet ski. No, I avoided all that. So in certain aspects, you got to look at life as a cup half full. You know, I got a chance to actually sleep. Got some rest. You know, so it's like sometimes we really beat ourselves up. Sometimes we're like, oh man, you know, you get enough done. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. It's like, how much are you really gonna get done? I get a lot done even in the midst of while I'm in this van. Like I'm constantly working on music. And this is I can scrape his lap wall too. Hollering for no reason. Hollering for no reason. Joanne be looking at me all crazy. Joanne, look at that man. I can hear him through the window. He just sounds real loud. Man, these cops are in Texas. Boy, oh boy. You got a job doing that and going around just messing with people. I'm going to mess with it and everybody I want to mess with today, and I'm just going to never stop messing with people because I just like messing with people because I want to mess with people. I want to mess with people just because I want to mess with people. People look like they want to be messed with, so I'm going to just go ahead and just mess with people just they want to be messed with. Oh, man. Oh, loner ass state. No, I love y'all. I'm just messing with y'all, man. Texas don't be all big on me. You know what I'm saying? Shit, California can do it big too, homie. They not like us. So. But no, now everybody leaving. And you got a bunch of companies moving from California, moving on out here. It's enough space. I mean, it's definitely it's big enough to populate the whole place. But you got a lot of good old boys. See, but all that just getting just washed out, and they trying to pass the baton of this like Trump brand of like Builder Trumps. They're trying to make some Builder Trumps. You know, and all these little kids is like they're just little suckers. They're just little simp suckers. They just been breastfed. You know, they really have. They just really have no clue. You know, just being stuck in the matrix, that paradigm shift, you ain't finna grow from that. Oh, I know some good food, man. I've eaten. That's my thing. Food, skinny man body. I love just expanding my palate. You know, it'd be like the Gordon Ramsay tour test. I like going to different places and trying to like pinpoint the food that's in whatever game I play. Going to some places, I've eaten at a lot of delicious, regular spots. Not all the exquisite and being all in front of people in the suit. Because if I'm going in there in my sweats. I dare one of them suities come in, like, tell me, hey sir, you're not dressed for the proper attire, and I just throw a $100 bill in his face. So no, I'm gonna go where I'm loved, and I'm gonna feel the love from the dish. Like that person from the back of the kitchen is looking at me like that person right there. I'm about to cook just the best. It's about to be the. When your chef come outside and look at you like, okay, who am I about to cook for? Okay, and then they walk to the back. They like, you looking around like, oh shit, am I in trouble? And then they come out and it just, the food just. Have you ever had food that just sings to you as it comes out? It just, your stomach just goes. Just like I've met the match of my life. I don't think I can make it through this. It's just your stomach just looking at it like BBC more, but your lips is just hold on. So I've eaten everywhere. I've eaten everywhere. Look, Boston clam chowder. Man, Chef Reina's in South San Francisco. Man, eating. I didn't eat those alligator. No, not this time around. I might eat some alligator. I haven't eaten alligator in a minute. That and some crawdads. I had etouffee though, but let's see what Texas got. They did say they had like the turkey leg hut, so I don't know. I gotta check it out again. No, this be fun out here though. But yeah, I'll be watching, who be cooking the food and all that stuff, because you never know. You really, truly never know. And it's different. It's like if I'm at home, I'm cooking, I enjoy cooking. I enjoy, like, seeing how people's face look when my food is. And then it's like a hearty meal. It's like, it's such a delicious man meal that I make, but it's like I gotta like rip the concept from my mom. She know how to make a good hearty meal. She made a great hearty meal. Like, you gotta make something out of nothing. But you don't look at the plate like, man. So love the jasmine rice. Rice guy. Sandwiches lately. Soup as well. Yeah, soup as well. Grits and gravy. Yep. Gravy. It was. Bless her heart. She was a specialist at that gravy, though. She had one little pot too. It was like, well, she had two. She had a cast iron pot, but she had the other little pot that she used too. That little cast iron she was whipping in. She loved her little green onions she would cut. And it would be just an awesome flavor. Like, how do you get a flavor out of it? She loved onions. She loved onions. Grits. Yeah, you gotta whip up a pot of good grits. Yeah. Everybody make a biscuit different. Like, I didn't expect to have that type of biscuit with my etouffee. But it was like, it was dope. It was decent. I couldn't. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think when it would. It was like it was a way better, like, cheddar bay biscuit from, what is that, is it Red Lobster or Olive Garden? One of them, I don't know. But ain't nobody really eating at those places no more. Nobody's really eating at these places no more. Now you have these companies who are coming together to, they're like double teaming on your stomach. They, what is that? Chili's and IHOP, one of those. Yeah, I think it was that combination. But it's been combinations where companies are coming together because they want to stay in business. For one, obviously, but they're trying to attack your day stomach and your night stomach. For real. I love a lot of fluffy things. But just the right cooking it, I love a good dish. I love when I see somebody who can like really make a good dish. Like I watch a lot of those show competitions. When I was a kid, I was watching Iron Chef over in, overseas in Asia when they first had it. I was blown away. And that just became like a whole social media trend. People been making all type of weird stuff with. I don't know what I just saw. What I just seen. Some people make some horrible. Like, ain't nobody's gonna eat that with you. That's just a one-time. That is 20,000. Oh, dude, this dude is 20,000. calories. Yeah, like on camera. He ate 20,000 calories or something and had a heart attack right then and there. Like, man, shit ain't even that serious. All little shows like that, I ain't doing all that. But I know that got, B. Bobby Fry is a good man. I watched that. I watched way too much Gordon. But I love his competitions. I love the competition. It just bring out the fight, and people really be just like passionate about all that. It's just a technique. I like learning, like, okay, that's how you make a scallop. Okay, that's how you. See, it's little things because you always learn something from somebody. So I'm constantly learning so many different techniques. Christina, she was my girl. She was doing it. She just had that. She had that dog in her. I was like, yeah. And then I forgot her name. Why am I forgetting her name? But she's this real little Asian lady. She's blind. I don't know why her name is escaping me right now. But her, I want to eat her dishes. Because I know her palate. Oh, for them to be like, shit wrong. He was like, the looks he gave, it's just like, I know what he's feeling like. I know what that, when you a chef and you an executive chef like that, and somebody blow your taste buds away, it's like, oh my goodness. Now, I know I gotta have what they just made, And so it's a lot of people that are just like decent cooks. I haven't been outside of the country yet. That's one I'm ready to stamp. I got my passport. I'm ready to stamp. I hope everybody got this. Going into 2025, we definitely gonna have to get some air from out of America. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't finna live my life. I'm still gonna go out and get it. I'm outside. I've been outside, even during since COVID, and it made me even be more outside. I was already outside, but I think I was wild outside. But most of I worked on me and got my. Now I'm just outside for greater divine purpose. Now I'm able to like document everything and show my experiences. Because the kids don't leave it until it's on the ground. They're like, yeah, whatever, uncle, whatever. They ain't on the ground. Like, until we see you out here, ballerific. We want to see you ballerific. I gotta show my friends. How you gonna stunt on my stunt? You need to go to Japan. Yes, I do. Like all these different places. And I'm claiming Japan. Japan need me. I ain't going there for the passport, bro. So I don't know. All that ain't cute. At the end of the day, all that ain't cute. I'm going there for a lot of the historical knowledge and landmarks and stuff like that. Like, I have to witness things with my eyes to be able to, like, 'cause I've read so much as a kid. I've done so much as a kid. Like, this is like me going to all of these places. Like, these confirm a lot of stuff as I'm seeing. It's different when you're like in a big old 18-wheeler. Like, yeah, you can see, you're on all the roads. Yeah, sure. But when you're able to go down like other streets, back streets, and all that stuff, and yeah, that changed the whole dynamic of a lot of stuff. Now I can actually you got the big old box truck now. You can't do all that. But I would love to go to Japan, and I wanted to. There's a name that I created that I wanted to open up as a fashion store for our people. So I have a bunch of businesses that I want to open up, and Japan, the concept name that I have is befitting for that, So I'm like, man, we need to go ahead and, go ahead and get this stuff together. So, but it's like I'm traveling so much. I spend so much time traveling, but as I'm traveling, I'm like learning. I'm reading. I'm listening to books all the time. I'm constantly listening, or I'm working on the music. I just went down and had to give me a couple candles and what else I get? Got some oil. Got a cleansing bath. I got an antler. Why'd I get an antler? Spirit movement. So, get this antler and smell it. Walk around with a deer hand, with a deer antler. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. uh, you ever been stabbed by a deer antler? Don't mess with that guy in Texas. You ever seen him? No. He's in and out. He's the chupacabra daddy. You don't want to mess with him. So yeah. So I keep it a bean. But no, I did get it. And it's good luck though. It's prosperity. What I do need to get is I need to get some silk. I need to get some silk. I know I need to get some silk. Etsy be having everything. Etsy really do. I found a lot of stuff. I just ain't sitting at home collecting. I'd have been on Etsy like they be on the shopping, home shopping network. Them ladies be getting it. They know how to sell. Man, that lady almost sold me her blank. Man, they sold, man, they about their stuff. Excuse me. Get that out. Lingering. But yeah. Oh, I saw the most wildest thing, man, at the store too, man. This lady yanked him. She yanked her baby. I don't like that. Like it's just it's certain. Like you cannot. There's nothing that a 6-month-old baby can do to a 200-pound parent to warrant the excessive physical abuse that I saw on one of my little things, drop down things that popped up. Like there's not a like one punch can kill a baby, man, and that's what happened. Like that dude. And that's 2 stories of that. It's a lot more stories of that. It's a man and a woman. But abuse on children is not okay. Especially now because parents are taking that out on the kids. You got parents who are just like, I'm so tired, I'm so done. No, I'm like, man, I can't speak on it. I ain't got none yet, but like, why didn't y'all do the work before you even got to that point? Like, how things happen. Yeah. So your hands had that much amount of rage. That baby spilled them rubber baby peas, and that was just it. That was just it. You just couldn't take it. This baby ain't finna disrespect me with dropping them peas. You know how much I work. Some people don't deserve, and yet they do get them. And it's funny they do get them because the system allows the access to them. So because for a money aspect, for the simple fact that, man, I watched this video. I think it was in Virginia, West Virginia, one of them places, man. They had these black kids, man, in this freaking outhouse, man. Sad freaking story, true story. And they ain't never seen outside. It was just all horrible, you know. And there's a lot of kids that are going into these homes that are slaves. And you don't even know that these kids are in there. I be thinking about when I drive past vehicles now, I'm looking at them, like, I look inside of the window. You never know somebody is like looking out of the window because they're getting sex trafficked. Like, you can't hear nobody screaming when you got your windows rolled up and you blasting your music or the windows blowing. You can't hear those screams. And I remember seeing I watch a lot of documentaries about a lot of stuff like that. Like, see, I wouldn't have known this icy truck would have had something. Could have been anybody. Could have been anything. could have been anybody's child. And that's why I'm like, man, people don't understand, like, judge not lest ye be judged. You know? And I can talk about all this. I done been through it. It was like, shut up. I don't be listening to no damn body. Like, I'm speaking my truth down to my point of view. People need to hear what I need to be talking about. Because it ain't right. This is my Ezekiel 33. I was presented by this. There's a higher importance. Other than my feeling, I'm just a humble servant. I'm just saying what needs to be said. And it's not even just bear with me right now. This ain't even at the fullest capacity that I'm supposed to be at right now. You know? I'm supposed to have documents and sharing screens and showing this is going to be something that's going to truly eventually build up into something magnificent where I'm actually not be on the road like that. I'll be at home and I'll be able to be having my thing rolling like it should be. You know, it's fine where it's at now because everybody's on the road riding. It's like you're driving on the road with me, even though you're at home. So there is so much evil out here, and the funny thing about it, it's in a lot of different people. Like it's popping out of even the dark-skinned Indians right now. It's popping out of the dark-skinned Indians right now, so bad because now they feel extra empowered because of Kamala and Vance's wife, JD Vance, Republican nomination, the vice president nomination. So his wife is East Indian. So I look at all of that like a foreign policy play because of the simple fact that that's what's needed to happen for America in that region because of the tensions are too high between Russia, Korea, China, and Iran. Home is back to Cali for me. Up north. I'll still be down south. But I ain't been out there since I left in like March. End of March. So, and wherever they send me, I'm there. I might be in for a minute, a little second, or I might be gone. Like last year, I was in California the whole time. So I was in the Bay Area. I was driving down to LA. Going to the Bay Area, driving down to LA. Working in the Bay Area, and then had a performance down in LA. So I've definitely, been out there. But born in Long Beach, raised in the Inland Park, San Bernardino, Fontana, Ontario, all over there. So now it's being on the road is almost like it's an awesome thing. It's like I connect with my father, which is dope. Be able to do a lot more. I love Sherman Oaks. Sherman Oaks is where I was working alongside Mother Love. Shout out to Mother Love. On LA Talk Radio, which was awesome. That was fun. That was good times. A lot of celebrities going in and out. A lot of different people of variety. And I grew up in just going up and down from there in the Bay Area when I could, and when I could, and hop on a train and for a second, see something and come back. If you're a teenager, you ain't got no money like that. So, but Sherman Oaks is dope. I got a chance to learn a lot about radio. Even having a media company like that, and that's something that I would want to actually establish, like have something for the nation where it was it's actually like a radio station like this and be able to talk. I need to clean my act up, but Most High is bringing me in that direction, which I'm okay with going through the process because I'm just who I am. I'm keeping. I am who I am. That becomes so. But that's something I eventually would love to have. Get started and do an actual show like this, where I can actually be down and have conversations and see everybody and stuff like that. So, but now I live up in the Bay Area now. So, not in the Bay, I live in Fresno. So, yeah, I'm in LA. I go down there. I'm down there. There's a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of places that I don't do or go or see no more. And that's only good. It's just good, powerful, rightful reason too. You don't have to be separate. Said the Lord, touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. So definitely have to get away from a lot of stuff that was distracting. I definitely was not fulfilling my purpose. And now that is the open door of opportunity right now, where that pendulum is swung. I'm just grateful. Just humble on it, man, at this point. I can see myself on this side that might have not been seen on the other side of that. A lot of people might not see the end of the tunnel. You might not. It may not really truly be right there in front of you, but you gotta have that piece of faith. Giving up on yourself. Quitters never win. Winners never quit. Giving up on yourself is a no-no. That is a no-no. Everybody else gonna quit on you. Everybody else is truly gonna quit on you. They happy you quit. They happy you quit. But you're not gonna be happy. That's the hardest part. Is that resentment. Look back on all of just the regrets. Regrets is such a man. Having those regrets, you can't even take them as that. It's like, like I should be in the Olympics right now. Me as an athlete, what? But everybody gonna feel like that about any and everything. Oh, man. It's like you can't live your life like that. You literally have been shown and flanked away from things to see if you was even going, redirect yourself back over to that location. Home is where the heart is at. There's a book that I read called Acres of Diamonds. I got it back at home too. Yeah. Phenomenal book. Rich dude. When he had everything, he saw his neighbor have something that he didn't have. He was like, I'm going to go excavate the whole world and find exactly what you have too. Excavated the whole world, blew all his riches, and lost everything, and came back old, failed, and brittle, and dying, and all that stuff. And lo and behold, not knowing that he did all this, and the man was sitting on the biggest diamond mine, Orlowski or something like that, Orlowski mine, and not even realizing that the diamond is within you. You're sitting on your greatest potential. And look at the cemetery filled with the greatest talent of all time that never was. And how that always humbles me. It always gives me the hunger, because you never know when your days go. And even then, like, I just seen one of the rap legends, hip hop legends, great, just passed away. Chino Excel. So I was like, that's another, major thing for me to look at, because it's a lot of people in even the music industry alone, even hip hop, they don't have a long shelf life. Either you getting shot, which is that's almost like the thing now. Like, you getting shot, and then the amount of drugs and alcohol and the amount of like overly excessive sex with vampires, like vampire vagina. You gotta realize that, man. And people end up drained and with nothing, and their whole source of life and purpose has been drained. They wonder how can they get it back, or what they did wrong, or what they've gone wrong. And some people take it off on others because they trauma tantrums. Or people that are still gig workers looking for that attention, so they'll do the trauma bragging, for identification of, somebody identify with me. That's so narcissistic, so parasitic. Like, I need a source of life. Yes, I've made some mistakes too. Everything I've done was for a divine purpose. I'm not looking back and tripping about nothing. It literally was supposed to happen. It is what it is. And I'm cool, and I've accepted a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, no, I can't accept it. No. And you realize, like, dang, the sooner you accept it, the sooner you get to your Doctor Strange. And that's what I realized. Like, woo, my Professor X, this big old head is about to do some wonders. But people will try to, like, sabotage you and stuff like that. I know one of these ladies put some damn sex spells on me, or some vexes and hexes and voodoo dolls. Probably got one of my freaking pubes. Made a little jerry like that. Build a prime. Somebody did something. Man, if I can't have you, nobody can. Just poking me in the back of my neck, just all day, just think about me, just doing it in rhythm too, just got me twitching on first dates like I got Tourette's, like I got lice, like, why is your neck twitching? I don't know. One of my exes just keep poking me with one of her dolls. I don't know, something like that. When people be tripping, they don't like to let you go. I had a problem with that too. When you love, you love. It is what it is. Go through the emotions. We all go through the emotions of victory and defeat. But the main thing is just don't repeat history. Allow yourself to heal. And I can definitely say I've definitely gotten over a lot of people. Some I haven't, and some I have. But for the most part, I'm A-okay with all of it. Because what's to come, and that just put everything in perspective. Like, what's to come? Are you kidding me? Like, who cries in paradise? I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna whine over your old spilled wine. You can have your little box of wine and whine over that. You didn't love me enough. You didn't care. All right, stay over there. You'll realize how much you messed up real soon, real bad. And it is what it is. Like, that ain't even enough for me to do all that. That ain't even enough for you to do all that. You just gotta look at it like just the end of a football game or a boxing match or anything like that. Like, just a good game. And I did that a long time ago. I do that years before people even realize that I even been the case. They be like, man, I just saved it. And that was something I had to learn early because I went through so much trauma early. So yeah, trying to figure out all of this stuff and fix it, you can't do all of this on your own. And it definitely ain't no safe places for people to actually be able to get all that stuff out, to be able to talk about all this stuff. You can't talk to your pastors and then they want to touch you. You can't talk to your teachers, they want to touch you. You get counselors, most of them just get paid and they only gonna get paid. Like, what you gonna do for me? I ain't in the mood to really help you out today because I'm just in the mood. I'm on my cycle and everything. And what's in it for me? That's so many people nowadays. It's like, who are you outside of your badge? And that's what it really comes down to. Who are you outside of your badge? That's why I love going to places and I pick up the trash. I pick up trash because I know what type of person I am. I'm going to clean my act up. I ain't perfect, but you going to witness and see me clean my act up. I don't know about you. But they look at me like, nah, I don't like him. Why is he trying to clean his act up? It's shame me feel like I ain't. You're not. You're not. You're sitting there still looking at me, spectating. You're gonna do what you should become. That's not my fault, sir. What are you gonna do about it, sir? Put the sign down and go pick up an application. But no, man. We should be able to have our own safe spots for us to be able to congregate. And it not be no problem. Before it used to be a problem where we could not congregate. Places like this is where we are allowed to be able to do and say whatever you want. Because you are protected. And what we're trying to do and what we're trying to do is educate and alleviate the stress. If I could be able to be, to alleviate the stress and tension on a lot of stuff, it's like that's what needs to be talked about. We're like, hey, Trey, talk about ants. And that's the topic of the day we need to talk about. That's the agenda we need to talk about, I guess. But it has to be prevalent of what we got going on in our life, which is we are constantly under attack right now by everybody. I sit here and go in these hospitality industries. It's funny they get ran by people who have a third world mentality. How you gonna be a first world hospitality with a third world mentality? I don't get that part. Like I had to get out of one of my rooms. They smelled like they had pneumonia and they had geckos. And then they came and knocked on my door at 10 a.m. It's checkout at 11. Nah, dude was trying to harass me. Like I kept being mugging him. Man, I've been wanting to slap people so bad. I promise you, these people be really. It really be some non-playable characters out here. It just really be like, man, are you really that? And when you really sit there and listen to it, and I'm quiet. I literally will sit there and just listen to people. I look at people's cards. I'm looking at them. I'm just so studying them. Like I'm just like looking at like I'm Jeff Corwin. Like that's a noise. Like, oh, I see you. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at how they dress. I'm looking at everything now. I'm looking at all the transitions, all the changes, how all of it's going down. They not wearing the all the stuff that they used to wear. She ain't bringing out that powder bag like she used to no more. She sold it on eBay. They sold their stuff on eBay. They having yard sales. This dude doing, oh man, he was next to me. He was next to me while I was getting gas. What was I doing? I was doing something. But I was getting gas. Make America great again. And I'm not tripping. It is what it is. But how you gonna have a MAGA hat and you got a U-Haul truck? And the back of your truck is a bunch of your stuff. So how great is your life right now in America right now? Has it been made better? No. There's no way that, and you having pride in that. Pride is that first sin. It's the easiest, the most susceptible, and the most hard to let go. We hold on to it. We hold on to pride like a stubborn and constipated turd. We don't even just dry it out too. Just whistling. Woo! He got his own tumbleweed, and it comes on cue every time. But I don't get that. It's like how delusional of your circumstances more do you gotta be? Like your house is inside of a tornado with the Wicked Witch of the West. Your boat is at the bottom of the ocean with Titanic. that your car is flat on the side of the road with Jeepers Creepers. So make it make sense. Like as I'm talking, boom, another car. Tow up. Tow up. And they drinking more. They drinking and driving more. Drinking and driving more. I was in New Orleans. Dude was literally, he tore his whole car up. I should have recorded it. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen that like. And I had to have my distance. You're not gonna hit me. I see you. You're not gonna hit me. But he's driving and he's scraping the whole side of his car on the guardrail. Like I'm seeing it spark. Like this dude didn't even notice it was there. He had plastic on the back passenger window. You know, these people were just like ready to they taking themselves out. They doing what they doing at 988. They just going, they checking out because they like, man, I can't take this no more. They losing their cattle. Look, I'm looking at all of this land. They ain't got no cattle on it. You ain't got no cattle on it. Now it's funny, like the brush is up, but then the brush goes down. It's like it looks beautifully lush, but then it's just like it's all cooked, and they lose everything like a thief in the night. Straight thief in the night. They can't even keep nothing up in uphill. So I'm just fascinated about all of this that they be talking about, that they got it going on and everything like that. They cannot go anywhere and enjoy themselves. They truly can't. They can't go nowhere and enjoy themselves. Even on the beach. Dude drowned. He got right on the oh man, he got on the boogie board. He was way out there though. I'm like, how are you drowning? The water ain't even that deep. Water ain't even that deep. Water ain't even that damn deep. Like, sir, stand. Like, sir, stand. Yes, they are losing everything, including their minds. They have truly lost it. And then they still keep trying to like make us the reason why they want to fight and stuff. It's like, sit down. And they so out of shape, they so out of pocket. I'm just seeing all of these different things happening, like in front of me, everywhere. And so a lot of this is the same everywhere. You know, you may have a couple pounds off here, you may have a couple more Mexicans here, you know, a lot more black people here, but in a lot of different frames, a lot of these people they got the same mentality. It's like all of this stuff is fed at the amount of people I see cards. The amount. And then to see not one healthy thing in there. Not one healthy thing inside of those cards. It makes it just, and it's not even the right, this ain't even the right season to be eating that stuff anyway. Like, it's dead ass hot outside. You drinking sugar, soda, and beer? Beer gonna dry you out so fast. That's why I be tripping about like the Indy 500. I used to like Uber drive out there in Indiana. Shout out to Napa. And man, the amount of people that I used to see like pass out in my car, like, man, if you don't wake your ass up, Jake, get out. I'm at your stop. I used to throw some of these little kids out. I used to throw them out. They loved me. They ain't like that, but they like, come on, Jake. You know, a little serosity, you know, get it together. But it was so funny that that I would see so many people drink so much beer in the hot sun. I never understood that. I never understood that. You'll pass out like a baby though, and then you wake up burnt. You just out on the boat, and then you hit shore. You fish. So you just spend all that time out there, and then you wake up and you're cooked. You're what is it? Your grilled cheese sandwich to your little patio furniture with the Freddy Krueger stripes on it. Oh man. And then you gotta go to work. Look like you had a good time at the beach, huh, dear Jake? You know you look like a candy cane. Oh man. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Y'all crazy. Something wrong with y'all. Something wrong with y'all. But yeah, I just be tripping about how ugly burnt. Ugly burnt. I got burnt. I got burnt in the wrong way though. I was going out for a spiritual reason though. My skin is shed now. I let it breathe though. You gotta let it breathe. I ain't let my skin breathe for a minute. Then inside, I've been getting my feet done, pedicure. At least right now, I messed my toe up. I'm like, oh, I gotta let it heal. So I want to go see my sister, get some antibiotics, get some of them drugs. No, I ain't getting no drugs. No drugs. No. I just been sucking it up. I just been taking the pain. I don't know why I've been doing that. I'm an ox though. I'm an ox and a Sagittarius. On the Friday, on the Noga. You know that's crazy. You know that's a wild boy. That boy be all over in his tarnations. You don't even know what the hell. Yeah, stop. That is one of the characters from one of the TV shows that I'm creating. Y'all gonna like that one. See, when I'm doing this, I'm able to get the notes and everything down, even from songs and stuff like that. So I have tons of songs. I got 5 albums that I'm just sitting on right now that I'm gonna just throw up all my older stuff, and it'll be on the YouTube where it'll have like my whole little catalog of like older style of music and stuff like that. Bunch of R&B songs that I ain't even put out. Bunch of R&B stuff. So I have my heartbreak songs. I got my makeup love songs. So I got all that. Yeah. So yeah. Then I got the I hate you. No, I got those songs. Too. I'm gonna keep those in the tuck because those gonna be ready for any one of these people that be trying to act stupid. I promise you, I got clips. Talk about ammunition. I got ammunition. Don't nobody want to go to the war with me. Like I don't be not like that. I don't. Just because I'm gonna just keep it like Kendrick Lamar did it to me. He doing what I want to do. Like I got 50 diss songs on you, Drake. Like, you gotta shut up. That's how I am. Spare this dude. Just shut up. That's how I get. But anyways, I be tripping about what I be tripping about is that these folks ain't got no damn home training. And they so freaking nasty. Why y'all so nasty, man? It's just nasty. Ugh. Like even the car now, it ain't disgusting. It ain't nasty. It ain't dirty. I mean, I got mess. Traveling, I gotta go from room to room. And then when I do get my stuff out, I clean the car very decent. Like I just got this car washed. And you talk about Blaq Central, you talk about Blaq's Life, it's Blaq's Life. It's just like, dude, I can never drive across the country and my car is just spick and span. I don't see how other people's cars are spick and span like that, but this van is never spick and span without Blaq's. It never is. And I don't know what, they just love me. You my new daddy, you going with me. Mommy, I got on the they try to go, they try to ride with me. Oh man. And this always been something beautiful too that I've always wanted in my heart. It's like everywhere I go, everybody's babies is always like looking at me. Like they look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like they see something on me, but when I see them, it's like I talk to them, it's like I rock with them. They rock with me. But it's like they're dope, man. Babies are dope. I'll chill with some babies all day. That's why I got some fun with my nieces and nephews. Get some kid energy. They be excited anyway. They be want to have fun. Oh, Uncle Jay! So they'll be able to see me and, but I know I'm like, oh, I got work to do. That'd be the only thing. I'm like, nah, I got work to do. I do. I got so much work to do. Y'all have no idea. It's even in the midst, like, there's not enough me's. And even the people that I try to hire, they're like, they're horrible. It's like, not everybody is equipped to do the jobs. That's the horrible part about things sometimes. It's like, man, you can hire people, even your own people. Not all skin folk is kin folk. And not everybody is willing to do the damn job. That's what sucks. Like, come on, y'all. A lot of people don't even want to do the jobs. And then it's like, you filled out the application. And sure, you may have to fill out that application and humble. And one, from point A to point B. And when you get to B, that's either going to be the end of your road or it's going to be a checkpoint. However you going to look at it. Either you're going to just be like, oh, that's all I got. I just got A to B. That's it. Them other letters, the only other ones I know is F you. Oh, man, no. I'm on the road, man. But, yeah, it's either going to be the end of the road or it's going to be a checkpoint. It's going to be a progress report. Okay. You made it there? All right. You made it safe and sound and intact? Okay. You still got some gas. You still got a whole lot of gas in the tank. All right. Take it up to go from B to C. You got to take things one step at a time. And getting, like, frustrated and angry and panic and stuff like that. I know. I'm telling you from experience. You got to breathe, homie. You got to breathe. Regardless of how much stuff you got to do it on your plate, like, yeah, I still went outside and went to go have fun. Then you come back and you can be recharged. You be like, all right, I got it out of my system. Sometimes you got to do things like that. Get yourself some ice cream on your day. That's what I do. I might go do something fun on my day. So whatever your day is, make it count. Have fun with yourself. Stop being too much work makes a dull person cry. So, and it's a humongous sky though. You just see clouds everywhere, and it look like just like cloud traffic. It's all in a single file line. Texas. I've eaten alligator, snake, I've eaten bugs before. I've eaten a wild chicken, killed the chicken. That's the only thing I have. So I know that I was capable, and I'm glad I got it out of the way young. Like I wouldn't want to be no old punk. I never killed the chicken. Like, you know how many grown ass pussies it is out here? Like, you just really got a lot of estrogen in your system. Like, did you take your Midol today? You got really strapped by. Like, dude, we gotta eat. You know, you got a lot of people who just don't have that in them. You know, but they know how to open the door to the fish sticks. But yeah, gotta know how to survive, and that was something that I had to learn early. You know, I knew that the world is here to take any and everything from you. When you're looking and when you're not looking, when you're awake and when you sleep. My life almost got taken while I was in my sleep by a crackhead, 4 years old, stabbed me in my damn leg. You want to see the mark? I ain't got a lot of kicking credit. I know I saw my guardian angel that day. He almost died and said, "Nah, you ain't finna die today. It's just the beginning. We just had to show you. Right now, it ain't gonna really make a lot of sense to you. But I don't want you to be scared." And from that moment, I was no longer scared. And I just smiled. And I just was like, why is this dude always smiling in the fear, in the jaws of death? Like, this dude is crazy. He is Joker. He is like, man. So that's why I have grace for people that have gone through something like horrendous. Like, and people would always just be, oh, he's crazy. Yeah, because you don't know. You have no idea. You've had a really moist life. You had a moist life. Go sit your moist ass down somewhere. Like, you ain't got nothing. It's crazy how these people that are moist like that are in positions of power that influence and just all bad. You know? That's what we're fighting up against. We're competing against these powers to be that want to exterminate us so bad. For the last 400 years, have been trying to do that. And all these other nationalities have capitulated, oppressively capitulated to joining on the bag. And the sad thing about it is that our people have been coerced and convinced into doing the same thing in the vein of necessity and scarcity and survival. And because of that, we think that is real survival. That's not real survival. That's trauma. That's crimes against humanity. That's Nuremberg Part Blaq. You know, Part 2 or 3, 4, 5, Part 9, Infinity and Beyond. I sit here and I talk to these young cats and explain to them, like, these people be looking at me like, what is second trouble? You know? And I break it down to them. I've talked to so many people on this road, like the street ministers, because I know how dead serious it is. And I talk to people like, this is serious times. You can't be playing with your life. You gotta understand the people that you're around are taking your energy. You don't even know it. You're welcoming them. You don't know what people know. You don't know who people know. I don't put it past nobody. Especially with them devils. And that's what my great-grandfather used to call them. They said, goddamn devils. Like, I hate them. Like, you know how much shit they did to me? And put me through? I fought for this country. The Irish and Italians treated them like dog shit out there in New Jersey. I used to be mad about that. Like, Don't bring none of them white girls back there. You can fuck them. You can fuck them. Keep them way over there. You don't bring none of them on over here. No. You get one of them good old southern chocolate things over there. You bring them over here, and you better keep her away from me, though. I got this old game on. I put this old game on, Grandpa was a cold piece too. Everybody was a cold piece. Grandma was a cold piece. There was always a sense of community. It was always a sense of assembly. So I think that was always what was in my blood, was gathering our people together, assembling us, putting us all together. We would gather in nature. We was always going out camping. So I've always been outside and been in trees and hugging trees and playing in the trees. It's funny because it was like such a Georgia the Jungle thing. Now that I'm thinking about all this stuff, I had a lot of fun as a kid. You gotta make that fun, even as an adult. Sometimes forget all that stuff, man. It's so easy to people are fearful. Walk around so in fear. Nah, you gotta shake that. You're only scared when you're not prepared. If you was to prepare for that pop quiz, then you wouldn't be scared no more. You would be prepared. You would have more confidence. The ability to showcase and show out. That's why you gotta protect yourself. And if you don't know how to protect yourself, get that big vodka. AK family. Handbook. Help you with that protection. You already know how you were protected. Knowing all of your spiritual background check to be able to give you peace that you need. That's what I needed. All the stuff that I went through, I know I wasn't perfect. And it really wasn't a book that was specifically to us. I didn't know nobody who knew, who wasn't an avid reader like that, who could pass that information down. We find ourselves having to go through other sources of information and source that we need in order to take some type of perspective or educated information from it. And a lot of the things that we've been taught, man, have just been straight bullshit, lies, man. And it's just so humbling, like when you just gotta eat it. You just gotta eat it. Like, dang, man. I'm glad I took in a lot to eat, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to know everything. Like, you ain't gonna play me no damn dummy fool. But it was just, oh, man. And then when you finally on that side of the knowing of the truth, it's like, okay, where do I go from here? Because, like, you already done got straight back. You already feel like you already feel dejected already by it. You feel dejected by it already. The fact like, shucks. They hit me with the okie doke, But it's like, what do you do from that point? Is you have to dig deeper within yourself that you have never thought you could. And you have to completely denounce everything that you thought you knew. Like, that's the hard part, is like giving up stuff. When you gotta really give up and sacrifice on all levels. Ideologies, one of the hardest ones. Most people ain't gonna change their ideologies of what they thought they knew. They're like, what? You just smacked the TV with the static on their head, with the antenna, with the aluminum foil antenna. That's hard. Because you're like, this is what I've known all my life, and now you're telling me that what I thought was not. They're like, hold up, homie, you gotta convince me of how this makes sense. You gotta make it make sense. And that's where everybody is at right now, to where it's the difference between asking a question and questioning. So people now want to start questioning because they want that first inclination that they can call you a heretic or blasphemy. So it is very alarming in the times that we're living in right now. They got a lot of people in this cookie cutter, Build-A-Bear Trump shit, you know? And even with our the sister girl movement now, you know, it's a lot of our women that are just gone, lost. This generation just gone. Like, there's no coming back from that. I don't want no scrub era. You got a lot of women who just still think that that is what we find appealing and sexy and appetizing. No, like a lot of good men, hands down. Women don't even recognize that until you're gonna realize, like, if shit hits the fan, and you know, you don't want to be getting raped by no Chinese man. You don't want to be getting raped by none of these other people. They see her invade the land. They're like, Red Dawn. You gotta think about that movie. You ever seen that movie? That movie real. And you done ran off every man, and ain't no man gonna protect you. Just looking at you like, oh, remember you used to turn me down? Yeah. So you got a lot of people that were, you know, men and women, they've created this horrible war. Not every man feels that way. Not every woman feels that way. Hard to take those things into consideration when a person is just constantly in the vein of wanting to tear down and break down. So to be able to evolve from that, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. Being prideful and stubborn, you got to be a completely open vessel to be able to take in. I had fun. I'll be back on later. Let me get something to eat, get some gas, make a call. But no, yeah, thank you. Like I say, anytime I'm on here, I'm trying to make it more of an effort, join the conversation, through the chat, through the invite link that I sent. I want somebody to try to get on there and see if they can get on the link. It should work, but yeah, it just hasn't been that way since just hasn't been the case since I've been on the road. But, regardless, everybody enjoy their day.